had the line 147 that runs through the town. That line was supposedly checked. It was a 1929 pipe going through the ground. And a year ago right now, engineers from PG&E looked at it and said, you know, this isn't what we thought we had. The wells are different than what we thought. We have a potential San Bruno situation here, is what the email said. And they didn't let anyone know about that for a year. And they were sitting on that information. We had a hearing, I had a hearing, in fact you have in front of you, we're having another hearing on Monday, but we had a hearing about 3 weeks ago where we brought PG&E in to find out why and to improve the communication. Because they have a very difficult manner of communicating with cities about what's going on underground in their cities. And they don't do it right. They're either hiding or moving the ball, and they just haven't done it properly. So we wanted to clarify that. And on Monday, we're having another hearing as to why the safety division, why safety at the PUC has not been and has not changed in the 3 years. It has not become a priority. And they have not made it satisfactory. So we've done, we're having a hearing Monday, and if anyone wants to come, it'd be great. You enjoy Monday at 10 o'clock in San Francisco at the State Office Building, you know, on 455 Golden Gate. But we're having this year, in fact, Steve Bradford, who's an assembly member from LA, because he chairs the Assembly Utilities Committee. He's coming as well. I chair the subcommittee on gas and electric infrastructure safety. So the idea is that we're trying to really pin them down and make them commit to doing the right thing at the PUC, because frankly, I shouldn't be spending my time. You shouldn't have to read about it in the paper and be concerned about what's underneath. We should expect that the utilities are doing the job in a safe manner, that they're providing a safe infrastructure for us, and providing the utilities that we needed. And more importantly, we should expect that the Public Utilities Commission is charged with safety, charged with making sure we have responsible and low rates. That's their responsibility, that they do it, and they have completely failed. So I'm going to continue to stay on them until they do it the right way, and then we won't. None of us will, hopefully, will have to worry about that again in the future. So I just wanted to close, and then I want to hear your questions, because I know you have a lot of them. Just by saying that I think Larry Gersten is wrong. I think we have shown in this last year that we can make some difference. We can change the mindset of California. And frankly, just to give you a little something, we did two this year that I failed to mention. One, we raised the minimum wage, as you know, from $8 to $10. That's going up. It's a wonderful thing. And the other thing that I think we did, which was important, and people will argue with me about it and say it was wrong, and that is that we are now allowing driver's licenses for those who are undocumented in California. And there's somebody who doesn't like it. And let me tell you why I like it. Let me tell you why, and I felt the same way. But the way this law was changed in 1995 by Senator Alquist, who then required you to have residency before you can have a driver's license. And it was changed in the 90s. And it was done that way as, it's kind of, I don't say an immigration issue, but more of an immigration issue than it was for a driving issue. To me, a driver's license only provides your right to privilege, not a right, your privilege to drive a motor vehicle. It has nothing to do with your immigration status. That's a whole other issue. But if you're going to be in California and drive a car, what does it matter what your immigration status is? You're driving a car. I want that person driving that car next to me to have a driver's license. I want them to take a test. I want them to be insured. I want to make sure that they're responsible in some way, that someone has checked something on them. And that's how it, for me, because I was struggling with it, I said, you know, why would we want to do that? And then it occurred to me, this has absolutely nothing to do with immigration. And what we've done is we've tied immigration to the privilege of driving a motor vehicle. And that doesn't make sense to me.